G'day mate, Clinton Anderson here from Downunder Horsemanship. You know what? Horses are a beautiful creature. They're smart, they're very graceful, they're strong, they're athletic. But that at times they can also be very dangerous. Pressure. I don't truly believe horses are dangerous by nature, but they don't realize how big they are. They don't realize how strong they are. They move very, very quickly. When you can gain your horse's respect and learn how to control your horse, not only can you do it safely with your horse, but you can also get your horse to enjoy the time that he spends with you. My job, or my core purpose here at Downunder Horsemanship, is to inspire the dreams of horsemen. And I'm going to show you by understanding, by moving the horse's feet forwards, backwards, left and right, and gaining that horse's respect, there isn't anything that you can't teach your horses. All you have to do, mate, to get tremendous success with your horse is follow the Downunder Horsemanship method. So listen, mate, sit back, relax, because we're going to inspire you with the method.
As soon as you put your leg in the stirrup and swing your leg around, he is gone.
He did a bucking fit and threw me right into a pole.
I have several students who have gone to see Clinton Anderson and have gone to his clinics, and they think that he might be able to help Soda, so I'm hoping that he can.
I'm Clinton Anderson, and I have a method for training horses. Getting horses to behave is simple. It's training people that's the real trick. Join me as I tackle some of the most challenging situations with problem horses and with problem owners.
Good morning, mate. How are you? What's your name?
Grady.
Grady, good to meet you, Grady. And what's your
Hi,
name?
Doreen.
Doreen, good to meet you, mate.
Good to meet
Well,
you.
listen, thank you for coming to the Downunder Horsemanship Ranch. It didn't take me very long to figure out what was going on with this horse. You know, in the first 30 seconds, I really knew what was going on.
Ready?
The horse is obviously disrespectful and he's very reactive. You know, when Doreen took him off the trailer, you know, he was pushy, he was snorting, he was jumpy. Rightio. So this is the troublemaker here.
There he is.
And what's this horse's name?
Soda Jet.
Soda Jet, okay, and he's 13-year-old, and he's our bucking horse problem, okay?
Yep.
One of the first times we knew that there was a problem was when my husband and my son took the horse to a barrel race, and my husband decided he was just going to get on him and ride him around the grounds for a little bit, and as soon as he got on, he did one of these bucking things and bucked my husband off into the parking lot on my asphalt.
Whenever I'd try and get on him, I'd put my left foot in the stirrup and he'd start spinning in circles over and over again. And I'd try that, just trying to bring his neck around, keep him from bucking, and he'd just keep spinning. And once I'd get on him, swing that leg over, then he'd start going into the bucking fit before I was even on his back, and then he'd throw me off.
He's bucked my son off and he's bucked my husband off. And so we're just sitting here trying to figure out what to do with him.
Rightio. The very first lesson that I like to do with any horse is I want to start in the round pen, because in the round pen I'm not connected to the horse. I don't have anything connected between me and the horse, so I'm a lot safer because there's some distance between me and the horse. It's important to start in the round pen because we can get the horse's feet moving in the round pen and establish that pecking order or that control. Step one is establish direction. After I got him going the correct direction, then step two is get him to turn to the inside and give me two eyes and change directions. And then step 3, of course, was getting him to do a consistent change of direction to the inside. And in the beginning, he was a little resistant. He didn't want to turn into me. He kept wanting to turn into the fence and show me his hindquarters, which is a lack of respect. But I kept working with him, making the wrong thing difficult, the right thing easy. And then eventually he figured out that if he just turned in towards me, life would be a lot simpler. You know, 2 eyes is always better than 2 heels. So initially he gave me more resistance than the average horse just because he's a little older. But after he got the hang of it, he actually came around pretty good. So from my first lesson with him, I'm establishing a relationship, which is, I'm the one you need to respect. I'm 1, you're 2. You're not number 10, you're just behind me, you're 2. I'm president, you're vice president, but I'm still president. Get in beside him, keep moving your arm. Get in beside him. Get in beside him. Faster, walk towards him more.
Step up your horsemanship with the Clinton Anderson method. Now available in a complete set. Fundamentals starts you on your journey to ultimate control. As you learn to communicate with your horse, earn his trust and respect, and gain control of his body. Intermediate opens the door to ultimate performance as you build on your knowledge to create a safe, willing, and supple partner you control with a feather-light touch. And now, all new, advanced, delivers ultimate inspiration to fine-tune your application of the method and reach the highest level of horsemanship. Clinton Anderson offers you the ultimate collection of his wildly popular training method kits at a packaged price.
Good boy, radio. Okay, first thing I'm going to do in here, Grady, is I want to make sure that Soda's not frightened of me or my tools. I don't want him to be frightened of me. So we've started to gain his respect, haven't we, by moving his feet. Now what we've got to do is show him that don't be frightened of us, I'm not going to hurt you. So the first thing is I want him not to be frightened of my rope or my stick and string. When we started desensitizing, the horse was very reactive and jumpy. He wanted to run away from the rope when I threw the rope at him. He wanted to run away from the stick. Very normal behavior, especially for a prey animal, and especially one that's very reactive like he is. If I take away this pressure now, Grady, when he's running from me, what will that teach him? All he has to do to get away from the rope is to what? Panic and what?
Run away.
Okay? So I'm gonna keep doing it. And the first thing that he did, it just happened, is he kept his feet still, didn't he? He's not moving his feet. What is the next thing I'm waiting for? A sign of him relaxing. Okay, he's either got to lick his lips or take a big breath or cock his hind leg. Okay? Now if he doesn't show me any of those signs, but he does stand still for 15 seconds, then I'll retreat anyway. See, what people are going to realize is horses do not learn from pressure. They learn from when you stop doing what you're doing. See how I whacked him with my hand here? I'm telling him to get away from me. Do not push on top of me. The last thing I do is pitch it over his back like that. That's excellent. Now he's standing here with his leg cocked. See, this is how he should stand when you get on him. Falling asleep. But I don't think he falls asleep right now when you get on him. Okay, he goes into a bucking fit, doesn't he? Righto, Grady, come on down here, mate. Enough of you sitting up on the fence watching me. I need you to sweat a little bit. Grady was a little bit tentative to get in there, you know what I mean? He wanted to, every time his horse reacted badly or got scared, he wanted to take away the pressure. Well, Grady had to learn that the only way to get the horse over the fear is to only take the pressure away when he relaxes. So that was Grady's biggest thing that I had to help him with is don't take away the pressure until the horse does two things. Stop moving your feet and relax, then release the pressure.
I need to keep doing it to show the horse that he needs to relax in order for it to stop. Instead of me backing off, then he gets away with it and he keeps doing it and knows that he can get away with that and keep doing that bad habit.
Get in there, good man. Keep going, he's getting slower, keep going. Keep your feet still. Keep going, keep going. Take one step back a little bit further. Keep moving your arm. There, now slide and jerk it out behind you. Slide and throw it over. Because when you throw it at him, it's kind of scary initially, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well he's got to learn not to worry about that. Excellent. Righto, Grady, rub him on the neck. Good boy, he did good. Okay, mate, next thing we're going to do, okay, is we're going to go ahead and desensitize into a stick and string. I'm just starting to do what? His withers and back. Now what? His hindquarters. What's the next body part?
His neck.
Neck. Then what's next?
His hindquarters.
Back
his
legs.
hind legs.
There we go. Now his neck. That's it. Now his back legs. Now when you do the back legs, just keep your arms straight and stop moving your arm and the momentum will carry it around. Move it quicker. There you go, just like that. Come on, spank the ground faster. Swing it faster. Come on, Grady, you big girl. Move your arm. I've seen little old 10-year-old girls swing harder than you. Faster, come on, move it. That's it, good man. That's it, come on, swing that arm. Faster, come on, you big chicken, move that stick. We're trying to scare this crackhead horse of yours, okay? The only way we get him off crack is what? Expose him, desensitize him. Let him know that nothing's gonna get him, and we're gonna do that by using approach and retreat. Now retreat and rub him. Good man, rub him. Rub, rub, rub. Come on, you're rubbing softly. Rub that horse. Now do it again. Excellent. Good man. Now rub him again. Oh, I love that. See him shaking his head there and licking his lips? That was a great sign of relaxing. That was a great sign.
Check out our latest catalogue from Downunder Horsemanship. It's filled with beautiful imagery and in-depth information on all the products used in this show. Visit our website or call this number and we'll send it to your door free of charge.
Okay, Grady, what we're going to do now, mate, is what we call the Jeffries method. And this was invented by a guy in Australia called Cal Jeffries. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to lay on him bareback and show him that when something's on his back, he doesn't need to panic or buck or do anything silly. And we're going to do this before we saddle him and try to get on him with the saddle, okay? The important part is getting real close to the horse, rubbing the horse, massaging the horse. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a bond between that human and that horse, and it just really helps the horse relax. Lean on him again, take your feet away. Take your feet completely away, just lean on him. Excellent. See, that's kind of getting him used to that weight of that rider, isn't it? Okay?
The Jeffries method, laying on him and rubbing all over him stuff, I'd never heard of that before. I thought, okay, I trust you, but I hope it doesn't buck me off.
Keep jumping. That's it, keep jumping. Get your hand on his withers there. Keep jumping. Your left hand up by his withers. Your left hand, that's it, keep jumping. Get his head tipped towards you. Shorten up your lead rope. Keep jumping, keep jumping. Bend his head more, towards you. Keep jumping. Pull his head towards his withers more. That's it, keep jumping. When Grady started jumping up and down, his horse got frightened of that and he wanted to move away. And when the horse moved away, Grady would quit jumping. That's why I kept yelling at him, keep jumping, keep jumping, keep jumping, to remind the horse that if you run away from me, you're not going to get away from the pressure. The only way you get away from the scary stimulus is to stand still and relax.
I think after we jumped up and down over and over again, he finally got more and more used to it. And so now if I start jumping up and down, he'll be, oh, he's just doing that again. He won't freak out about that. He's desensitized to that now.
Jump, jump, jump. Okay. Rub, 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 rub. Jump on. This is one area, Grady, where the more useless you are getting on, the quieter they get. Because you notice you kick him in the belly and you dig your fingernails in and he just gets quieter. Okay? This is one area where if you're not very coordinated, it actually works better. Push yourself back now. I love it. He's sitting there licking his lips, Grady. Push yourself back, keep rubbing. And push back and rub. Grady was very reluctant to, move his arms and get busy. Once he relaxed, he got into it and did a great job desensitizing his horse. His horse got really quiet too.
At first I thought, you want me to do what? So yeah, it sounded pretty crazy at first, but it works, so.
I think the biggest thing that people have a problem with the Jeffries method is that initially when you look at it, it looks dangerous. You're laying on the horse, you're bareback, you're not pulling on his head, you don't, so-called have a lot of control. But reality is, the worst I've ever seen a horse do in the Jeffries method is they might jump forward or jump sideways. They will never buck. And if your knees are together and you're laying on the horse like a plank, all what happens is you just slide off. And a couple of times, Grady's horse did jump away, and as soon as he jumped away, Grady slid off, pulled his horse's head towards him and got two eyes. Grady's mother initially was panicking and fretting about the whole thing, but she trusted me enough. I'm a professional, I know what I've been doing it for many, many years, but if I say it's safe, it's pretty darn safe.
The most scary part for me was when Grady was on the horse and laying across his back. That really made me nervous, but with Clinton's guidance, I thought that Grady did a really good job and everything turned out successful and good.
Rub, rub, rub. Excellent. Slide off him, keep rubbing, keep rubbing. Grady, super good job, mate. Super good job. Okay, Grady, it's time to saddle him, mate. When I got the saddle on, I wasn't too worried. He was a little jumpy with flapping the stirrups. We had to do a little bit of that and get a little bit of that fear out of him. But once I got that out of him, I knew that there was not going to be a problem for us to go ahead and get on that horse today. We prepared the horse and we always made sure that we were ready in case something bad happened, but I had a good feeling with the preparation we'd done, the bucking problem wouldn't be there when we got on. Right, I jump halfway up and just stand in the stirrup. Now rub him, keep his head bent. There, now hop down. Now this time jump halfway on and rub him on the other side. Keep his head bent, keep his head bent. Rub, bend his head, bend his head, bend his head, good man. Bend his head, good man. Excellent job there, Grady. Excellent job. Keep his head bent. Now go back to rubbing him. Just lean over and rub him. Lean over him a little bit more. Right, now retreat and hop down. You did an excellent job then, Grady. Let me talk about what just happened. He got a little frightened then, didn't he? But because you could bend his head, where could he go?
Nowhere.
Nowhere, really. He just kind of walked in a circle. Righto, get on. Bend, bend, bend. Hang on to the horn. Good man. Just stay there, stay there, stay there. That's the biggest lesson that Grady and Doreen, learnt out of this whole experience, is that they came to me wanting me to fix his bucking problem. What I did is I fixed everything else that was wrong and the bucking problem just took care of itself.
His teaching style, it was easy to understand. He explained it very well, and yeah, whatever he was saying, I was able to understand it and see how I could use it back at home.
We were taught new skills today, so the new skills are going to come in handy for helping us in the future, and I think that the horse is going to be successful now.
Rub, 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 that's it. Now hop off. Now you're doing great. Now take that halter off. Take the halter off. Excellent. That's it. Now rub him on the face there. Tell him he did a good job. Excellent. Righto. Excellent. Walk over to me. Walk towards me. Now just walk back to him casually. Just walk up to him and rub him. Look down at the ground. There you go. You're not acting like a predator now. Rub him on his face. Rub him, both hands. Rub him on his neck. Now go ahead and get on him. Rub, rub, rub. Rub, rub, rub. Rub him there. Not bad, eh? Good job, Grady. Now get off. Now get back on. I don't believe that just happened. Get back on that wild bronc. Jump, jump, jump. Wouldn't you say we've got a changed horse? Huh?
Yep.
Up off him, mate. Rub him. Give your horse a rub there. He did a good job. I don't really think shooting off the horse is going to be a problem, because Grady already told me that, he's a little jumpy when he shoots the guns off him, but he's not unmanageable and he doesn't buck. The main concern with this horse wasn't really shooting the guns, it was getting on the horse. That's where he wanted to overreact, buck, and take off and, get the rider off his back. Grady, congratulations, mate. You did a great job. I didn't train your horse, you trained him right here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Listen, mate, I hope you've enjoyed the show today. Stay tuned to next week, because we're going to be bringing you more of Downunder Horsemanship and the method. If you'd like more information, mate, on any of the products you've seen on today's show, click on our website at downunderhorsemanship.com and we'll send you a free catalogue, mate.